Alright, hopefully everything is working. So before I actually launch the game, I do want to say I am like a half hour later than I intended to be. I had a pretty busy and full day, but that's not even what ran me late. While I was in the process of trying to set everything up on the YouTube side of things, my computer had a full system crash, and this wasn't just like, oh hey, you blue screened and whatever, because, you know, that happens from time to time. No, my C drive failed. And so now I'm a little worried about some things. I think I am probably going to have to jump forward a bit on the intended timeline of me getting around to doing the computer repairs. Anyways, now that I've got that put out there and explained as to why I'm a little late, I do want to start with the, I bought the remastered game. I want to see what they're going to bring about for the remastered edition, but I grew up with this game, but not the version that a lot of people played. I actually played one of the lesser released versions. I think most people know this from either, God, what was it? The Sega Saturn, the PlayStation 1, or the PSP. I unfortunately grew up with this game on the Game Boy Advance. And I say unfortunately because everything I've seen makes everything else look so good. And for the record, the Game Boy Advance game is still very playable and enjoyable. And I even remember a really dumb bug. I assume it was a bug. I can't imagine this was intended. That came about with the release of it. Hold on, let me get my chat up actually, because apparently YouTube is still wanting to fight with me on this. Alright, there we go. Anyways, so as I was saying, on the Game Boy Advance release of this, if you played through and you found yourself getting stuck, and it's like, oh man, I don't think I have enough healing items, or, I don't know, my energy ran low, like I could really item dump and push my way through, you could actually save your game in the field. Like wherever you are, you could save the game. You could turn your console off, you could turn it back on, and when you load the game on the Game Boy Advance Edition, for whatever reason, you start up with full health, full energy, as if, I don't know why. I don't know why it is that way, but it's hilarious, and it's a great cheese strategy for you to just easy mode your way through the game. It's a little bit goofy. Anyways, Shag, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well for you. Richard as well, nice to see ya. Hopefully everything is going good. Alright, give me 1 minute. I do have to... Alright, sorry about that. I had to sneeze and I didn't think anybody wanted to hear that. Alright, so yeah, this is probably one of the more famous, I don't have a continue file. We're just launching right into the new game.
I don't remember when it started exactly.
Oh shit, voice acting! Hell yeah!
Fantastic adventure in far-off places grabbed my heart early and has yet to let go. You see, my hero is Dragon Master Dine. Outside my village, there's a monument made in his honor. His adventures were the most fantastic of all, fighting evil, risking death, protecting the goddess Althena.
I don't know why, I always thought Dine was actually... I can point to like my assumption as to why it sticks with me. Obviously the game is one thing, but I always thought Dine was just kind of a badass name, and it really isn't. It just sticks with me more than it should. And yeah, Shag, I did actually have to physically beat my computer at one point to get it to turn on. And by beat, I mean, I kind of just slapped the side of it because I was actually trying to blow some dust out of it and it got some stuff caught in the back corner. But it is funnier to say that I had to beat my computer. Again, in the Game Boy Advance version, we didn't get any of these videos. I think a lot of this was just delivered via dialogue, so getting to see the animation for the first time, not the first time, I've seen some of these through playing other versions of the game, but I've only ever played through the beginning several times in other games. A lot of the later stuff, God, there's a big town you get to, and I'll cover it when we get there. It's probably won't be in this stream, but maybe the next stream. there's a cutoff point at that town, and that just seems to be where every other playthrough for me of this game ends. By the way, our little cat dragon here is adorable. I remember finding a DS Lunar game, Lunar Dragon Song, outside at one point and played it. Saw a video more recently calling it the worst RPG. I still liked it though. So I actually played that game as well. And again, I don't think the story was bad. I don't think the character design was bad. I still think the music was pretty good. There were just some really bad RPG gameplay element decisions in it. And I think it's definitely worth saying that it is among some of the worst JRPG games in the discussion when you would bring it up. But my thing is, I don't think it's actually that bad. There are some really, really, really bad JRPGs out there. I think the biggest issue that makes it seem so terrible is the first two Lunar games in the franchise were such monumental hits and successes, and that thing, the franchise was soaring so high, and it fell from grace so hard that the comparison from one to the other really makes it seem even worse of an experience than it was. Rigid, welcome to the stream. Hopefully things are going well for you. But yeah, like even when I played through that game, I enjoyed it in the time, but I actually did try to go back and play it, and I was just like, man, the fact that I was a kid and had just untold amount of time to play through this is really what helped make it palatable, because right now, that was a slog. After recently playing through Shield again, now I know why the Switch version started phasing out Dynamax raids. They were perfectly fine on the Switch 2 version, apparently. Okay, so what you're saying is the reason that they aren't doing it that way is, or that they didn't have like the big events or anything, was probably just because of the performance issues. I remember having a couple of raids that actually crashed, but again, that was probably earlier on into the release of the game. I think by the time the DLC came out, I never had that issue again. But I assume what you're saying is Switch 2 fixes a lot of those issues, which I guess I say go figure. It's been a long-standing thing with Game Freak too. First of all, Game Freak is known for having terrible optimization for their games. Game Freak is also known for cutting a lot of corners and having things suffer because of it. But that said, Game Freak is also known because Pokemon is still dope as fuck and people will put up with it for those reasons. But yeah, I'm sure with additional power from the Switch 2, it solved a lot of those issues. I know Sonic tried the RPG thing once. It really didn't go well. I've heard of this game, but I have never seen anything about it. I've also know that there is supposedly a Sonic fighting game out there somewhere that suffers a similar fate. Alex, we better get moving. Luna's patience with us will only stretch so far. We'd better not test the limit. Alright, so I can't... Oh, hey, actually get some... Rest well, fair protector of all that is good. Your memory lives on in the hearts of us all. Kinda really cool to see the actual sprites animated there. Whoa! Another earthquake. That's the third one this week, but what could be causing them?
Hey, Alex!
I was gonna say, I don't remember the blue hair.
It's gotten warm enough to melt the ice around the dragon's cave. There's no time for us.
Where did the blue hair sprite come from?
If we hurry, we can sneak in without waking the dragon. And then, if we're fast enough, maybe we could find a giant diamond from its lair with thousands of silver that'll make us filthy rich and more famous than we could ever dream of.
I like the ambition of this guy, but where the fuck did the blue hair come from? You heard that right, Null? Come on, Alex. You always dreamt of going on a big adventure. Let this be our first. Well, while you're deciding, I'll stop by my house to grab some snacks for the trip. See ya! No, wait. Seriously, what the fuck is with the blue? Like, I'm recalling, even on the Game Boy Advance, and I think on the other versions of the game I've played, he always had the brown hair, even on his sprite. Where the fuck did the blue hair sprite for him come from? Like, this is a remastered version. I'd expect if there were issues like that they would fix those in the moment. Like, the animated scenes clearly show brown hair. Why the jump? Oh, Alex, you know we have to do this. It could be the adventure of a lifetime. Once we get going, I just hope Ramus doesn't turn out to be a baby at the first sign of monsters. But you know, Luna's gonna be upset. She doesn't like you putting yourself in danger. How are you gonna tell her, Alex? I am going to tell her that I am a young man with a dream of adventure, and if that puts me in harm's way, oh god, this does not play well on the joystick. And if that puts me in harm's way, then god damn it, so be it. There are two Sonic fighting games actually, Sonic the Fighters and Sonic Battle. The blue hair is probably two different sprites for a conversation and whatnot. Except, again, like, I have a distinct memory of the sprite, like, in the original games, being brown hair. And again, we have the animation going with brown hair. I mentioned, you weren't here for it, I mentioned when this even started, that my experience with the game is through the Game Boy Advance, actually. And again, I'm remembering brown hair on the sprite, and that game never even had the animated video stuff. It was all just the dialogue text work stuff. So they didn't even have, like, the jump from one sprite to the animation as a showcase difference. Do you hear that, Alex? It sounds like singing. Luna must already be waiting for us at the springs. I bet she'll be singing a different tune when you show up this late again. And again, I've played through the game in some other methods, on some other releases, and I don't once remember there being a blue-haired sprite for Ramus. Like, again, that was a shock to me because this is a remastered version. I don't know why they would presumably change that, unless it is tied to, like, one of the other. This game has seen releases on many consoles. It is quite possible that was tied to a version that I did not play, but I've played a couple of them, at least through the beginning portion, like I mentioned earlier. That's Luna, all right. I bet you're in for it now, Alex. She hates when you're late. I also swear that there are some versions of the game, and I don't know which ones because they don't all do it, where you can hear her singing before we get there, and it's just like small little sound clip bites. It's, I don't know, like a second in total, but it implies to you that here's what she sounds like off in the distance as you're getting there. I hope we at least get to hear it here. Okay, yes we do. And this is the soundbite that I remember being in the Game Boy Advance game. Obviously it was far more compressed and crunchy. They do really make the video effects of this look really good. Like, it's smoothed up. It's a little bit more vibrant than I remember seeing them on some of the other versions where I've seen the animated stuff. The face on that cat thing. Yeah, it's like a dragon cat. It's Null is the character name. But yes, it really does. The facial expression would really give those vibes of like the Ash Ketchum as a Pikachu thing.
Late again. Let me guess, you were whittling away the morning at Dine's monument. Or were you planning more silly adventures with Ramus?
Luna, you're never gonna believe it. Ramus got blue hair just like you. Hey, you're good. He was at Dine's monument planning an adventure with Ramus. You were right on both counts. I can't wait to see the inside of the White Dragon Cave. Right, Alex? No! The White Dragon... Wow. The White Dragon Cave? Alex? I knew something was wrong with your playing. And I always know when you're keeping secrets from me. Alex, why would you travel to such a dangerous place? Well, you feel the earthquakes, you hear the dragon getting mad? Might be a good reason for me to go. Just, throwing that out there. That was loud. It sounded like a roar. But I've never heard a creature like that before. I bet it was the voice of the White Dragon. What Ramus said was true. Alex, where are you going? We're going to explore the White Dragon Cave along with Ramus. That was the adventure Alex and Ramus were talking about at Dine's monument. Didn't you hear me, Alex? You could be hurt, or worse. Man, she has a lot more tsundere vibes than I remember her having. I really do genuinely remember her being like the timid peach of a girl. And there's a girl later on that I always associate with being more of the hard-edged character. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be really excited when we get to that character because, again, clearly I don't remember everything about this game. Like, again, Luna being far more tsundere-like than I remember. But I do remember her being, like, my favorite character in JRPGs for a very long while. Again, more so of this generation of games that I would have been playing at the time. And what about your poor parents? They'll be beside themselves with worry. I doubt it. Do you know how fast parents want to get rid of their young men? A white dragon? Does it have blue eyes? And is it owned by some billionaire douchebag kid? Okay, well, I don't know if it has blue eyes, which would be funny if it does, but it does make billionaire douchebags, and we will get into that when it happens. I've never been able to stop you from doing what you wanted to do, Alex. And I know that your dream is to embark on a great adventure, just like Dine. So I suppose all I can do is come along and keep you out of trouble. Perhaps this will even be fun! And to think that you were going to leave without me. So in the, animation stuff, I like the smoothing out of the sprites. It is a little bit overdone, I think, on some of the elements of the sprite work for the character models, like in the bottom left here for Luna's character. It honestly doesn't look that bad on the face, but it gives weird vibes on the clothing side of things, and I'm not sure quite what it is. But, what are you waiting for? Let's get going. Alex, why do you even try saying no to Luna? She plays you like an ocarina. What was it with this generation of games and the ocarina? I mean, even Zelda brought that shit in. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin our great adventure. Just one moment, Null. I know you're excited and anxious to start the adventure, but we really need to tell Alex's parents where we're going. We can't let them worry about us. Besides, we might be able to find some things around the house to help us on the trip. I like how you think. Literally, go raid other people's houses and take their shit. It's going to be good for your adventures. By the way, as far as when this game came out, I believe this was on the Sega CD originally. So it is an older game. It's not just like, it copied Zelda or any such nonsense. It's just, I don't know what it was with the ocarina being popular around then. Even the Pokemon movie 2000s were just like, yo, we gotta shoehorn that ocarina in here somehow. It's just for whatever reason, like Japan was like, the ocarina is the instrument of choice for a couple of years there. God, the joystick just does not feel good on this. Alright, that's the weapons shop. I can't remember which home is mine. I think this one is Ramus's? Hey, no, what the heck are you exactly? A really chunky pigeon? What the heck are you? Rude? Or just really stupid? Leave me alone. Alright, I don't think this is Ramus's, because I think Ramus's had an upstairs? But I do have to grab Ramus before we head out anyways, so... Luna's with you? Great. Maybe the both of you can talk some sense into my foolish son. He talks the talk, but he'll never walk the walk. Alright, I think this is Ramus's place. Because we have the upstairs here. There he is. Why do I not remember the blue hair at all? I'm sorry, Alex. I'm still not ready yet. I need weapons and armor. Especially armor. Lots and lots of it. You should be careful too. Well, I am going to... Alright, guess I don't get your chest. I should have picked better words than that. Breaking into people's houses and taking their shit, this is definitely a JRPG. Well, and the fact that the game tells you, hey, be sure that you do this before you leave. You know, I met my wife in Maribia many, many years ago. I grew tired of the big city grind, so we moved back to the burg and got married right away. I have no desire to return to that dump, but she still talks about it every day. I wonder if the big city is such a great place. So, I will... Oh, what? Why the... What the... Wow, yeah, okay, this is doing some weird things on the D-pad, too. It's... I don't know what it is with the movement right now, but it kind of feels a little weird. I came here from Maribia to marry my husband. You know, a sacrifice for the sake of true love, and all that nonsense. Maribia was so exciting. Berg has nothing to compare. I'm so bored and frustrated here. Have you tried farming? You will never be bored. My brother, okay, I want to share a little bit of story here while I search around and see what I can steal from people. I mean, use to help on my adventures. Kid, you asshole. Get the hell out of here. I literally break into your house and am trying to look around for shit to take, and I call you the asshole. Anyways, my brother was sharing a story the other day, and apparently he was in some sort of, you know, dick measuring competition to arm wrestle with some of his coworkers, and it was hilarious. There's one guy that is just dominating everyone. And if you don't know, my brother's a manager. A lot of times when you've got like a working group of people and then you've got the management side of things, a lot of them tend to just have this mindset of you don't work hard and you don't understand. And so it was funny that you have one worker that is just dominating like the entire sweep of things, right? And it comes up to, you know, he ends up winning against everyone, and that's kind of where they go. And so he's just, you know, everybody else is doing it. Quinn, get over here, show us what you got. And what was funny is my brother goes with him for a while on that, and they end in a stalemate. They just, you know, agree to stop. And the one guy is, mind you, he did, you know, arm wrestle a bunch of people before. And he's like, yeah, that's the reason, that's all this. And he's like rubbing his arm and he's in pain. And my brother's just like, look, I don't know what you want from me. You called me over and I did the deed. And everybody's like, holy cow, we never expected that out of you. What the hell do you do? We don't see you at the gym or anything. And my brother's like, literally, when I'm not here, I'm helping my brother with his farm. I farm as a hobby. Do you think I just sit around on my ass? Maybe it's like people misremembering that SpongeBob scene where he buries himself as Mr. Krabs saying, I hope that's your nose. He had blue hair all along. I hope, yeah, hold on, let me see here. Lunar. I'm trying to find the sprite work on the GBA version because that's the one that I was more familiar with. So yeah, it looks like actually on the GBA version, he did have brown hair in all of the images I'm finding right now. But again, that is on the GBA version, which is the one that I'm more familiar with, and what little bit I can find, like I can find the full-on sprite sheet. And he is not shown with blue hair. That is the entire sprite character sheet for him. No blue hair anywhere to be seen. Now, that said, again, I don't know about other versions of this game. I'm less familiar with them, but I don't recall ever running into Ramus with blue hair. But since you said that, I actually did want to look it up because it's totally possible that I was misremembering that. Alright, there we go. What? You want to travel to White Dragon Cave by yourselves? You know, I am weirdly okay with that, considering I should be a concerned parent. It's your time, Alex, isn't it? It's your time, isn't it? Of course you can go, Alex. Take this with you. Your dad is just like, yeah, you can go. Here, have a dagger. And this weapon might be easier for Luna to handle. Alright. So I remember that Luna gets a couple of really goofy weapons. I think one of the ones you actually get is she actually wields a frying pan. And if I recall, some of the weapons change how they look when certain characters are using them. And so she would actually wield a frying pan and beat people over the head with it. We can't have you inside that cave without a weapon. Oh, and I almost forgot. Oh, hey, look, accessories in JRPGs tend to be where the real money dumping gets, so I don't know how good a fire ring is offhand, but I can't imagine it makes a lot of sense that my, village parents just happen to have that lying around. Alright, hold on. I can see that YouTube has failed me. And my live chat is not updating right now. There we go. Apply fire element to a frying pan. It is now a drying pan. It's also Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. God, I don't know why I just love Calcifer as a character, as a concept. Living little tiny fire elemental that just powers an entire magical house. What else? There are a few things in these basement chests. Take anything that you think you might need. To reach the cave, you must travel north of Berg, and then east around the mountain range. Promise me you'll be careful. I promise nothing. You're going with Luna and Ramus to the White Dragon Cave? And your father says it's all right? Just promise me you'll come back home before it gets dark. I, again, promise nothing. Oh, wait, hold up. There we go, that one. Oh, these chests, okay. Angel's Tear, I think that is the resurrecting item? Ooh, wait, oh, there we go. Yes, okay, it's the resurrect item. God, I do not remember the menu item. I don't remember what a lot of these do. By the way, it's Y and X to go between the menu and saving, so like it's a little bit weird considering where we are with video games these days. I'm sure it probably made a lot more sense back in the day. Alright, so restores the MP. I think I forgot to put that on. Where's my gear? Okay, there we go. Put the dagger on. Where do I put the ring? Put the ring on. Give her the sling. It would be terrible to go this far and not have her items on. But man, does this feel weird. It is going to take me a while to get back to being used to something like that. No, I want... Shed. Oh. But I can't go talk to the moo cow. It is also interesting that, you know, to have such a massive sprite, too. Alright, wrong house. What a terrible friend. I forget where Ramus lives. Ramus? Bro? Well, if I can't find him, I'm sure he will find us. And I found him. Sorry to keep you waiting. Everything's all set. So let's get going, Alex. What? Luna's coming with us? Well, that's okay, I guess. I want to see the white dragon too. Please don't leave me out of this, Ramus. Well, if it's fine with Alex, it's fine with me. Let's go find the white dragon. There you go. A bunch of kids just saying, I want to go do this thing. And, yeah, okay, so I'm going the wrong way. Got it. I think that's where I end up going after some major events of the town. I do like that there's some like actual overhead cloud work going on. There's a lot going on this map that's kind of fun. Okay, again, I am going back to old memories of this game. I don't remember all of these overlay effects, and again, it's probably primarily because the one I'm most familiar with is the Game Boy Advance. This is pretty as fuck. Ramus is a fat guy with brown hair and glasses. He's me! You are going to like the story of Ramus here. Like, no joke. First of all, there's some hilarity that goes on, but also, Ramus has big dreams of becoming a big rich man. And not only is he able to be the kind of person to seize the opportunity when it presents itself, but he also will be the kind of guy who, like, you will see it later on. I'm not going to spoil how and why, but when push comes to shove, he will grab a motherfucker by the balls and twist hard. He's a fun guy. He's like a fun character. There's just no way we're going to get past this ice. We need to get it out of our way. But how? I think I know. Fire ring! Give it a shot, Alex. Yes, we can go through. Perfect. That ring sure did come in handy. Thanks, Dad, for knowing the thing that I needed before we even got here. Alright, I seem to recall that auto battle was once upon a time terrible. I have no idea if it maintains its terribleness. Alright, all she has for magic is that. So Luna is pretty squishy. I'm going to have her defend. And as I recall, Ramus is a tanky motherfucker with literally no magic ever. Basically, I'm offense. Ramus is the tank of the group. Luna's the healer, and she is very squishy and vulnerable. And Ramus, being the tank, is just not taking any hits. Thanks, buddy. Alright, let's try the auto battle out. I also don't remember the sprites moving around the screen quite this much. Like, they did. Again, I remember it happening, but I don't remember it to this degree. Like, there's a lot more battle dynamic than I remember. Ramus levels up, just 4 chunky HP. Okay, guess I can't melt that ice. Gonna keep going with the auto battle for a bit here. I also remember that you see... Okay, shit, hold up. The auto battle's actually doing fairly decent, though. It's not like spamming the healing option. And I think that might have been a little early use of the MP skill, but I think we're going to get it back when we level up. Maybe not. But it's alright. I think we're going to be just fine running on that for a little bit here at least. That's a lot of motherfuckers. Alright, God, just because I want to just burn my way through, because that's a lot of people. I think that might be the way I do this. Yeah, and he does not get anything other than swing dagger fuck shit up. Let's skip on through this fight a little bit here. Alright, now we're down to some more reasonable numbers. We're just going to let auto battle through. Just wanted to make sure to get that SP shot, the sword shot off. I will say the idea of having a speed up for the battle. I know it's not the first time we've seen it. Recently even Dragon Quest III had it, but it is such a nice quality of life feature. The fuck is you? I don't remember that. God, Crystal's fucking me up. That's not supposed to be until next weekend when I fight the... Or, not fight. When I go to the Renaissance Festival and everybody's trying to sell me crystals. I don't know if anybody wants to see the run-through of me at the Renaissance Festival, but I could absolutely share that. Share some pictures on Discord or something. But it is going to be gonna be a bit of a trip right now. Coming up. God, we got more of those fuck with me crystals. God damn it! Running away from the bugs and I ran right into a crystal. Oh, I can't read that as it is written without saying, to quote Rigid, the cave is looking like my sheets at 2 a.m. with all that slime. Alright, yeah, Luna went down. Gotta make use of that Angel's Tear. And I recall this being the kind of game that does not ever really reward you for item hoarding. I don't recall that this game is one where there's any valid reason to do that. So if you want to use an item, or if you need to use an item, dump the item. It also seems to be right now, for whatever reason, that there is a mix of overworld enemies and random encounters, and I don't know why that is either, because again, I don't recall random encounters in this game. I just remember it as the overworld fights. All right, got like a wereman here. Couple of them. You know, you mentioned the slime and like bed sheets, and there's something I want to say, but there's really just no way to say it after the lead off that you left me with that is even remotely acceptable. But it's also like, but it is technically true. Like, do I have to like give the caveat that like it's just a slime reference and not, you know? All right, it is nothing to do with the reference made by you, Rigid, but I am reminded now that my oldest niece is a big fan of like actual just, you know, oobleck and slime, and like back in the day when Nickelodeon was selling that gack shit to everybody, she is exactly the kind of child that would have bought like 4 or 5 tubs of it, put it in like I don't know, like a small plastic tote box, and just spent way too much time fucking with that shit. I would not be surprised if I asked my brother to find out if she had just gotten absurd amounts of all of that stuff all over her bed at some point, because that sounds like the kind of shit she'd do. Do I have to make use of the... Alright, so either it will just get used or it won't. So that means that I can't get through there yet. Although this looks promising. What is this place? It's so cold, but so beautiful. It's so cold, but so beautiful. Like talking with the cheerleaders in high school. I am not even going to attempt that scream. What's happening? I have a very bad feeling about this. Something's up there, Alex. Something big. I appreciate the... I was going to save. I fucked up. I didn't save. Whoops! So, what was that about blue eyes? They're white right now, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, I know that they called it the White Dragon, but I'm getting some, like, Thousand Dragon vibes right now. Alright, so they're not blue.
It is rare for humans to venture into my lair, let alone ones as young as you three. I am Quark, head of the Dragon Tribe. You have traveled a long and dangerous road to stand here before me, my young adventurers, and thus your mission must be urgent.
Nope, really isn't. We just heard you roaring and decided we were going to show up, fuck around, and find out. And apparently we found out in all of the good ways. Hey, Alex, did you hear that? He called us adventurers. This old dragon is obviously very wise. My name is Alex. I'm honored to meet you, Quark. I'm Null. Nice to meet you. I'm Ramus? Mommy? My name is Luna. We came here from Berg to meet you, sir. And perhaps you were destined... and perhaps we were destined to meet. You appear somehow very familiar to me. Alright, I don't recall... Again, like, I am digging deep into memory lane, so I might be predicting something and I might not be. But hear me out. The color design on the old white hair, the old hair, the disheveled hair, and the white dragon. And then look at Null. Are you speaking to me? Yes, child. I sense that our souls are entwined in some ancient manner. Alas, it may only be that It may be that I am suffering from a stroke and can't read text on a screen right now. Alas, it may be only that age and isolation have taken their toll, but the feeling is so... Yeah, we'll walk down memory lane some other time. Right now, we need... Null, what are you trying to do? Get us killed? Just hush and leave the negotiating to me. All hail Quark, the mighty dragon! For what purpose do you beseech me, little boy? Oh, mighty Quark, we are here to take, we are here to, find the legendary Dragon Diamond. Could you please give us the Dragon Diamond? I remember drawing faces on Silly, I assume that's Silly Putty? Okay, yeah, Silly Putty, with a pencil and pretending like it was a ditto. I, weirdly enough, remember doing that as well, but I never did the faces. It was just kind of like, imagination said face go here. Now I'm imagining a what-if scenario where Kaiba takes Joey's time wizard and fuses it with his blue eyes. You know what would be really funny is when Yugi did that with the Dark Magician, it became, what was it, the Dark Sage or something like that? And it was, in the context of the anime, pretty busted for what Duelist Kingdom was trying to promote itself as being. I really think that would be something that you'd have to have with, like, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, too. Like, with age needs to come something. And the idea that dragons do age very differently than people in the concept, they're obviously wizards are a whole different thing, too. Welcome to the Big Hat Club. Anyways, but there's got to be some way to do that and really make it just like, so yeah, the Blue Eyes White Dragon got more fucking busted. Just got back and immediately had to head out again. We had a turkey leg for Scott to eat. Vicky took a taste and it was way too salty. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to be careful of that because I mentioned it earlier. I'm gonna be going to the Renaissance Festival next weekend. Which does mean, unfortunately, that there might not be a stream unless I can manage to get one. I might put one in on Monday because it's a holiday. We'll see. It's actually not a bad idea. But every time I go, I get a turkey leg, and I have been noticing over the past couple of years, and I would say probably since the pandemic, the one that I go to, I don't think had their Renaissance Festival that year. And they started opening back up the year after when everything was locked down. And I seem to recall that ever since, their turkey legs at the Renaissance festivals have been getting less and less in terms of quality. And I don't know the reason, but I really hope we don't. Like, I will put up with a lesser turkey leg. I will put up with, a more terrible packaging, because I remember when those fuckers were like big beat sticks. They were fucking what is that cartoon? The Flintstones style drumstick things. I don't even mind if they just fucking give me a chicken leg and are just like, yeah, we're calling it turkey now. But don't fuck it up with the seasoning. Season it well, don't over season it just because you got salt and you just need to put it somewhere. But I definitely hope that they're able to get something a little bit better instead of that. Because, yeah, if they've got kidney issues, heavy salt can really start fucking with you. You braved so dangerous a course to secure a dragon diamond. I'm beginning to regret that course myself. Please don't chop us into bits. Why is it that you humans prize those things so much? Don't you know they're made of my... What's the use? I think Ramus has the right idea, Alex. We should go. If you want my diamond so badly, children, you must accomplish but one task. Retrieve the dragon ring found deep within this cave. Return it to me and I shall give you the diamond. Is that it? I'm surprised you aren't handing out nuggets all day. On the contrary, To obtain the ring, you must pass through the dragon trial. The last to succeed was a headstrong youth named Dine. Unless you use the strength of both your body and your mind, as Dine did, the ring shall forever remain beyond your grasp. He's just trying to scare us, Alex. Let's pass his trial and get our diamond. Wait, children. Before you begin, I shall restore you all to full strength. You'll need it. Thank you, Daddy Dragon Baby. You may begin, children. Your future now rests squarely in your own diminutive hands. Oh, man. Hold on 1 minute. Sorry about that. Allergies are starting to get to me again. They did randomly release a retrain. Oh, are these the monsters that got like new effects and updates? They did randomly release a retrain of Time Wizard that's a fusion monster called Time Wizard of Tomorrow. It's not good by any stretch, but it's cool to see it get something. I'll definitely have to be out for now because I will need my phone while out. Hope the stream goes well if I'm not back on time. Thank you very much for stopping in, Richard. Have a good trip out, and hopefully you can get that food issue solved. Alright, so now I think, yeah, okay, now I can keep going through here. Alright, no goodies down here. These guys are a little bit easier to avoid. I say as I run right into one. Hold the fuck up! I was hoping it would tell me what it was. Because that is a white fucking ape. I think there's like a bestiary at some point. Okay, there it is. Albino baboon. You know, it's a fitting name. But yeah, even the battle sprite work that I was finding for this game, what I was able to find when I Google searched it, most of it showed, and I assume if I was looking at anything that was blue, it was this game, because a lot of what I saw did still show Ramus with brown hair. I still have no idea why they would make that change. Imagine being so good at singing, though, that your voice just heals fuckers. It makes pain go away. Your voice when you sing is basically mommy kisses. Did I miss something down here somewhere? Any hidden pathways? I'm not seeing anything. Alright. Do not want to fucks with you. I don't really have much choice with the crystal. Alright, unfortunately, Luna is really not having a good day right now. I mean, I feel like I'm getting unnecessary amount of experience, but, you know, at the same time, I am able to, like, turn up the battle speed, and that is a big help. Also, the auto battle is not terrible on its decision making. I am obviously not going to rely on that for, like, boss fights, though. And I remember a couple of boss fights actually having, like, really fun, unique gimmicks to them. So we'll see what we end up working with. I am stuck, and I'm definitely going to have to fight him after that. That monkey looking like the white ape from 2001 sci-fi comedy Evolution. It's also looking like the white ape from, if you've ever seen it, George of the Jungle. Just saying, they clearly opened up with an intention of the white ape. God, that movie was so funny. I need to see if I can find like a digital copy of that movie somewhere, because it's one that I had the VHSs of back in the day. George of the Jungle and George of the Jungle 2. There we go. Keep getting my way around them. But like, I haven't seen that movie in so long, and I remember it being so funny. I can't remember. Was it the ape named Ape? Was that his thing? Being in the casino playing poker or whatever. I don't know why that scene sticks out in my head so much. But considering that George of the Jungle was, you know, a fairly average, I'd say, cartoon, it got a good movie adaptation. Alright, so I went for full circle there. Alright, so I know that I'm not going left. Let's go right and head our way down, maybe. Well, shit. Oh, wait, maybe that crystal near the very beginning of the cave is gone now. It apparently is not. And I walked right into some further traps. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of figuring out the maze and the layout of the dungeon, clearly. I was so hopeful that would get me through there. Alright, this is back at the start. Yeah, this is the start of the cave. So clearly I'm not trying to leave. I don't remember leveling up being this easy. I also remember having to use a lot of the items that I found in the chest. And, like, I've used the Angels tier from the start of the game, and that's been it. I don't know, Rigid, have you, do you ever watch those movies? The old George of the Jungles? I swear that's gotta be like 2001-ish, if not earlier. Yeah, nope. Just gonna work my way around the other way that led to nothing anyways. Smart move, me. Alright, I am just working through these crystals like crazy. There's also that other George of the Jungle cartoon from like 2007 or so that, well, it existed. It used to come on either before or after Almost Naked Animals. The name of that is it even a cartoon? The name of that show sounds familiar, Almost Naked Animals, but I honestly couldn't tell you a single thing about it. But it sounds like a familiar title. I do know the George of the Jungle, I suppose, reboot that you're referencing. I've seen a little bit of that. And again, I'm just going off of what I remember of it. That it was rather... Okay, I don't want to go this way yet, I don't think. I'm going to go back this way and see about going south and left. Let's work around that way. But anyways, for some reason, I seem to remember it almost like being cartoon shorts. I don't think it had like full-length episodes, did it? Alright, and now I'm going back through the wraparound up here, aren't I? Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, let's go back. This is not where I want to be. This is not where I meant to be. Alright, and then I came up through there. Work our way around. I wonder if there was just something I missed at one of the other locations, like an entrance that I just overlooked. But yeah, the thing about the remake that I remember is the original George of the Jungle was very prominent in its running gags, like George always running into the trees. But for some reason, it truly might just be, you know, the nostalgia goggles thing doing what it does on this. But for some reason, I remember that remake somehow managing to be even more repetitive than the original. And given the context of what they were working with, that's kind of saying something. I don't want to be saving and ending a stream like in the middle of a dungeon, so clearly I have to get through here. And there's a character that I want to meet after this to really kick off the adventure proper. So I really want to keep playing this through to that point, and but I'm feeling a mite bit dumb right now. Hey. It's also not helping the fact that I don't know what is and isn't possible routes for anything, because it seems like I can't even touch an edge wall without getting caught on something. Well, you know, I guess fuck me sideways. There's got to be something in here, right? I can't push that out of the way. Can't go that way. No way to get through it there. Can't go up through it. Why does it feel like maybe I am supposed to go this way? It's just not letting me? What is this? Alright, I'm not going through any of that. Yeah, it really does feel weird, because this is like the only thing that seems like the potential for progress. Alright, let's see if maybe this is like a clear the room thing. Maybe I didn't do that before. This is definitely of the era of JRPG where talking with people was mandatory. No. Can't go through. I mean, this feels so much like the direction I should be trying to go, but it just isn't. Can't melt my way through that. Got one more enemy down there, and that's about it. Quark, there's a problem. Hey boy, wait, no. Alex. It is Alex, is it not? I'll be waiting for you to return as a true adventurer. Well, you're gonna be waiting a fair bit because I seem to be having a stall point. Either my brain is insufficient or something else is going on. Would not be the first time that I was too stupid to progress. But it certainly doesn't feel good when it happens. Alright, I can't even go around anything because it doesn't seem like the game works in the way for that to be what happens there. Huh. It does seem like maybe I should be able to get around that way, but that ice is blocking me. God, I hate these flies. You fuckers are so fast. You're not even that fast in the real world. Like, if I want to get a fuck away from a fly, I can. Goddamn fantasy element. Yes, yes, yes. There's gotta be something somewhere that I'm missing, and now I'm just hugging every wall. This is the part of a JRPG where I am just slapping walls and hitting the A button on rapid fire. Leave me alone, you fly bastards! There isn't even any puzzles to solve. Like, am I really just that dumb on trying to find my way through a map? I haven't been made to feel this retarded in a long time. And what's even worse is I've played through this fucking game before. There's nothing there. There's no items to grab. Alright. God. Stupid fucking flies. Let me know if you see something that I'm missing, because I feel way too many levels of stupid right now. Right, yeah, no, I've been through this. I've been through this shit. Nothing here. God, I hate these flies so much. They really are as annoying as real life flies, that's for damn sure. I hate the idea that I'm gonna have to look something up for this, but I am not gonna be wandering through a cave this early in the fucking game and spend 2 hours here not able to find my way through because I can't see probably some fucking sliver hole in a wall. Because I'm trying to not throw my controller through my TV over these goddamn flies. Yeah, I've got nothing for progress. All right, give me a moment. I've got to look this one up. Where is this? All right, so there is something to be done here that I feel like I don't remember this mechanic at all. And you're gonna be surprised when we get there, I'm sure. I don't remember this mechanic at all, and we have not seen it shown to us as an implication for what could be done. So I don't know what to say. I think this is rather poor concept here. I wonder if maybe earlier there was a blockage that was supposed to be intended to show it to me and it just didn't happen for whatever reason. And we'll show it here. Can I? Yeah, okay, see it there? I was right that that was the direction I was supposed to go, but we literally did not see that mechanic yet, and so there was no, in my opinion, there was no justified reason to think that that's what should have happened. I think the game was probably designed in such a way that I was supposed to have seen that happen at some point. Because we see so many of these fucking pillars and so many of these guys, but like they have not, like right there, the guy was behind this fucking pillar and he managed to not hit it. And I don't know why. It really seems like he is just designed not to actually hit it. Bro, stop fucking up. Are you really gonna be doing this to me, game? Come on. Alright, run? Run. I don't want to fight you. Fighting you is literally a problem. Alright, if you're right there, come on, get down here. Please? Bro, seriously. What the fuck with you? Okay, so I literally know what to do and I can't get the game to fucking do it. Are you goddamn shitting me right now? Okay. Okay, come on. I don't know what to do other than just try to puzzle game this. Come on. Get up here. Slowly. You've got this. Big brain, buddy. How the fuck is that? What the hell? You know, I no longer feel retarded. I feel like this game just pulled an asshat on me. Like something is just not functionally right with what the fuck just happened. And you literally won't let me leave. I'm level fucking 8 and you won't let me leave. The fuck is this punishment game? Alright. I still can't fucking leave! God damn it. God damn it, I'm cursed. One. Come on. God fucking damn, this was a nightmare. This was a goddamn nightmare. Get the fuck over here. I'm not fighting you again. Get the fuck over here. Fuck off, you asshole. At least I don't feel so retarded anymore because, like, honestly, there was a couple of bullshit moments there. It wasn't a matter of, like, did the player do something wrong? It's literally waiting for the game to decide that it's gonna do this fucking shit. I just want through here. I don't even, fuck your treasure chest. Do I have to? Do I have to open these? It looks like I have to open at least one of these. All right, buddy, come on, get down here. Oh, that's another. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fuck you up. Anything but that, please. Thank you. Fighting you would be its own problem. Got it. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, it's the Dragon Reef. We've completed the trial. Come on, Alex. Let's go back to Quark and hand it over. Please don't make me walk back through this bullshit. You're gonna make me walk back through this bullshit. I don't want, get me out of here. I'm gonna throw this fucking ring at Quark and just be like, eat it, you bastard. Ah, excellent. You have managed to complete the trial. I can see why nobody else has. Here is your reward, brave adventurers. Yeah, we did it. What do you mean we? All I remember you doing is searching your backpacks for cheese and crackers. Motherfucker pulled his weight and all. You put some respect on him. I was a pain in the ass getting through here, and I will take whatever help I managed to get. This is but the first small step of your long adventure, young Alex. The first step? Yes. The time is upon us, and more importantly, Alex, you have the green eyes, which apparently matters. When last I gazed upon eyes like yours, it was the shining face of Dine I beheld. The Dragon Master? Why do you act so surprised? Anyone who looks into your eyes can see it, Alex. The desire to become a Dragon Master burns within your very soul. Cross over to the mainland and seek out your destiny. Search for my brothers, Red, Blue, and Black. Overcome their trials and claim their rewards. Return here when you earn the prize of manhood. Return to me when your balls drop. And a new Dragon Master will be born unto the world. Wow, Alex, did you hear that? Your balls are the key. Your success is not guaranteed, young one, so remain vigilant. I shall pray for your return. Before your long journey into unknown fates, you should spend one last night with those you love. I'm talking about you, Luna. Go get him laid. Well, thanks, I guess. Bye. I am glad to get the fuck out of here. Don't want to fight anything. Just get me the fuck out. You bitch-ass fly. Also, just got to put it out there, you know, it really is an unusual show of skill for our young main character here. To actually be able to, yeah, look at that. Like, they just don't fucking run into that shit on their own. Like, you really have to, like, twist their arm and beat their ass in order for them to run into that shit. Balls drop. Happy New Year, Alex. Oh god, I'm stuck on the stairs and the nothingness of the map. I suppose such is the way of the early day gameplay. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. Fuck you, slime! Oh, I am gonna be so happy to be done with these flies. Bring on the wolves of the forest, or whatever the fuck they were. I say before I run tired of the wolves of the forest. I seem to recall that was the overworld enemy that you ran into there. Commonly. Alright, I think we're gonna meet a new character here soon. Alex, this diamond's gonna make us rich! I can almost taste the money we're gonna get. Don't taste anything after handling that diamond, please. Alex, can we go to Athena statue? All that adventuring really wore me out. I agree, Null. So does Luna. The diamond can wait a little while. Just so exhausted. Much better. I feel like 1,000,000 silver. I bet that's how much we'll get for the diamond. Let's hurry to the shop. I think it's just like, yeah, this one right here. I guess it is not you? Is there another shop? Oh, there is another shop. The item shop. You know, where you spend like 50 to 100 coins in any game. Not where you spend the big bucks, the weapons and armor shop. No, this. Hello, children. You're all looking rather healthy. How can I be of service to you this fine day? I'm here to discuss business. How much will you give us for this dragon diamond? Holy shit! I can't buy a diamond like this. I don't have enough money for even a sliver of this rock. Oh, I see. You're trying to trick me. Very sneaky. But seriously, how much? I am serious. You'll have to travel to a big city like Maribia to unload this baby. Maribia? The harbor town on the mainland? That's too far away from here. Sorry, but no one in this town can afford that diamond. It's Maribia or bust for you, I'm afraid. The only way to Maribia is to sail from Saith. I believe we can go through the forest. Too bad, Ramus. Alex, let's go home before your mom gets worried. That's a good idea because I'm starving. Maybe we can sneak inside and raid the pantry. Well, I don't know what we're going to do with Ramus, but... What's up, Ramus? You look so serious. The slimes also have white overworld sprites, just saying. Yeah, I think the overworld sprites I recall having some variations, but... It's also possible that the... If I'm gonna be generous, and I shouldn't be because we already fucked up with Ramus's hair, but if I'm gonna try to be very, very generous... The cave was kind of having that, like, overlay effect. Maybe the sprite color was supposed to imply some sort of glistening of the cave walls or something. That's far too generous than what I should be, but that's the bullshit I can give you. But, like, I don't remember. Like the Ramus hair thing is throwing me confused. The only other thing I can think of is I wonder if the original sprite on the Sega CD was blue hair. And when they did the animation, somebody decided that brown hair would be better. And they are trying to mix these various versions into one remastered thing. I don't know. Well, what is it, Ramus? I need to have a man-to-man with Alex. Luna, could he meet you at home? Man-to-man? Oh, why, of course, Ramus. I don't mind at all. I'll see you soon, Alex. Enjoy your talk. And by that, I mean I am going to hang out right here and wait. Still not talking. All right, fine. Alex, You heard what the shopkeeper said. The only place we can sell the diamond is Maribia. I assumed that was I think we should go, but I accidentally skipped it. It's not just about the money, Alex. I also want to prove my dad wrong. You've always talked about adventure, so come with me. Also, help me fight the wolves, because they're going to be a pain in my ass. Of course I'll come with you. I was going to leave anyways. I have to explore the world and pass the dragon trials. Excellent. Let's go right this minute before I change my mind. Well, how about you slow the fuck down? Are you really going to change your mind over more money than the shop here could even afford? Hold on, Alex. What are we going to do about Luna? You can't tell her, Alex. You know she'd never let you go. You have to understand, Alex. Girls are supposed to prevent boys from having fun. Oh, look, if that's what you're dealing with, you need to get yourself a different girl, Ramus. It's just their nature. Even Null, goddamn. He's right, Alex. We both know what Luna would say to you. Absolutely not. Now make your bed and do the dishes before I tell your mother. Do you really want that, Alex? I don't think so. Me either. So we agree not to tell Luna, right? Let's go. I advocate against this, please. Ramus is just cosplaying his Trunks, specifically the version from Super for some reason. You know, many, many, many years before Super came around. Hello, Alex. May I ask what you and Ramus were talking about? What, you can't tell me? I thought we agreed not to keep secrets, Alex. Look, it was guy things. Ramus is... He's having hair show up in places that he's not used to, and it just doesn't seem right to have that conversation with you, Luna. I'm sorry. Alex, you got that ring from the White Dragon Cave? I'm so proud that you were able to find it. I always knew you'd be chosen by Quark. Yeah, the guy who was like questioning whether or not to let him go. I always knew you'd be chosen. I had no reason to prevent you all this time. Ramus really just said women, am I right? That is exactly what he did. And what's even funnier is, again, I recall Null and Luna being like, commonly being like together as far as the group dynamics go. And so for Null to just be like, yeah, fuck her right after Ramus says that shit, it's just... It's emphasizing why I think I want to really play through this game again, is I don't remember so freaking much. But it's got personality from its era, for damn sure. Alex, are you leaving again? Don't go back to that nasty cave all alone. At least you'll promise you'll come back home before it gets dark. Yes, I'm gonna go through the big forest, through the cave, and I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm leaving, but I'll definitely be back home before it gets dark. Again. Absolutely. I also don't think we've gotten nearly enough talk about I think there was supposed to be some festival that everybody was getting ready for. I don't remember. I also think we have to realize that, like, going through here's a bad choice or something. You know, Alex, they say the Weird Woods are haunted? Yeah, well, they say a bunch of things. Like, they also say that that's a diamond and not a piece of dragon shit, but you know what? Who am I to say what people are willing to spend a fortune on? Alex, we can't see where we're going, and we can't see any of the monsters. Why don't we go back? If you're scared, Ramus, just come out and say it. I'm not scared. Not at all. I'm sorry, Alex. I can't go any further. Did he just throw up? The only other time I've seen Ramus move like that involved a chow bell ringing. God damn! No, where the fuck did this heat come from, and why? The sun's going down and the fog is thicker than ever. Why don't we just go home? I'm sorry, maybe this was a bad idea. Let's turn back for now. Yeah, I swear there was supposed to be some sort of festival or something, and we were supposed to run into a character, and I don't... Did I miss the part where we were talking about the festival? My father's right about me. Alex, I'm all talk and no action. Don't say that, Ramus. With that dense fog, we had to turn back. You were smart, not cowardly. I hope you're right. I'm going home to rest up. Let's try again in the morning. I'll wait for you at the village entrance, okay? Okay. And Alex, maybe you should tell Luna where we're going after all. See you tomorrow. Well, time to go tell Luna that it wasn't puberty talk that we were having. Alex, did you travel somewhere with Ramus? Nope, the fog was too dense, so we came back home. Literally just like, we were going to. We absolutely were ready to say fuck off, but we had to come home. No. The weird woods? You were going to Maribia without me? It can't be true, Alex. Nall is only joking, isn't he? About that. Ramus likes to eat, hustle where he can, and has no time for bitches. I like him already. Like I said, like Ramus does have some fun dialogue and some great moments. I can't believe you'd leave here without so much as a goodbye. I don't think we have anything left to talk about, Alex. I'm all right. Bye. You're going to Maribia? Just like Dine, of course. I'm not surprised. You're old enough to make your own decisions, Alex. I would never stop you from pursuing your destiny. Just one word of advice. Talk to Luna about your plans. She cares about you. Let her know what's going on. I tried, and then we got in a fight. So honestly, this feels like, married life already. You're traveling to Maribia? Are you sure you realize what a frightening and dangerous place it can be? The city is where people will walk up to you in the alleys and stab you for 4 silver. You're just a child, Alex. Don't do this. Mother, I must go. You gotta be overly dramatic about it. I know I can't stop you. All I ask is that you stay safe, Alex. And that you spend this wisely. Holy shit! This gave me $1,000. If they were gonna stab you over 4 silver, I better at least make it worth the effort for them to put a knife between your ribs. Alex, I'm sorry I was upset with you. I forgive you. This time. But I'm going to Maribia with you, and that's that. One moment. Sorry about that. What? If you and Ramus went all by yourselves, you'd be in danger. I have no choice. You need my power behind you. Don't even try to talk me out of this, Alex. I mean, I'm not. We shouldn't do this, Alex. Luna is right. Do what? I'm trying to talk to Luna. We should say goodbye to your parents, Alex. There's a lot of back and forth between you and my parents, but okay. Luna is going with you then? I'm glad, Alex. Don't worry about me or your mother. We'll be fine. I'm totally just gonna speak on her behalf because, it's of the time and it's fitting for me as the man of the house to do that. What's wrong, Alex? You better get some sleep. Tomorrow's the big day, son. Tomorrow you embark on the greatest adventure of your life. The adventure I always wanted, but was too afraid to pursue. Don't be afraid, Alex. Don't give up. And don't come home ever because I'm kicking you the fuck. I mean, until your destiny is fulfilled. Alex, your father is right. That was the best speech I've ever heard, including the part where he fucked up the line trying to kick you out of the house. Nall, you go to bed too. Adventurers need their rest. You're going with him. Yes, sir. Starting today, I am an adventurer. All right, that's kind of a cool way to do the, like, vision dreaming. And now father doesn't have to pay child support. We're also, like, what, 14, 15, 16? So, like, you know, he is just like, yo, I don't have to pay for another mouth? Hell yeah, get the fuck out of here. Not again. Tomorrow, I leave this village, the only home I've ever known. Yeah, where the fuck am I? Alex? I know where you are, Alex. He's out at the gravesite. Got to speak with the Daddy Dragon Master at his final resting place. Which, by the way, like, I don't know, but I would love for my headstone to just have, like, I'm probably not a sword, I'm more of an axe guy, but, like, imagine just the badassery of a headstone with a weapon just lodged into the fucking stone there. Like, I want to have that. Like, I don't know what it's going to cost for me to have a decorative headstone when I pass. For me to, like, have that as some sort of use of my funds when I die. But that's the kind of shit I want. Back now, finally. Luckily, Richard, you missed me getting lost at the starting cave for a game mechanic that I did not fully realize needed to be implemented. And apparently struggling with a game that didn't want it to be implemented either. Back now, finally. Haven't eaten dinner yet myself, so I'll be watching while I do. Hopefully you get some good dinner. I think I mentioned earlier that I was doing some things before the stream. One of the things I was doing was making some homemade peach jam with the peaches from my trees. And I gotta say, that was my dinner. Just having toast with homemade peach jam on it. And god damn, it was so good. Luna. Hello, Alex. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I heard your song on the breeze. I wonder if Dine couldn't sleep the night before he left Berg. How silly I am comparing Alex to the mighty Dragon Master. I must still be groggy. Adventure. We're going on a real adventure. I never paid much thought to the course that our lives might take, Alex. I guess I always imagined the two of us would have a home of our own someday. Alright, well, maybe Null could come along too, but he better not walk in on us fucking. Oh god, that was terrible. But I never imagined we'd be leaving Berg without knowing when we'll return. Or even if we'll return. I'm... What's wrong, Luna? Nothing, Alex. I just had a bad dream is all. I'm silly, aren't I? We're about to experience the greatest thrill of our lives. I'm afraid of the fun and excitement I know we're gonna have. One moment again, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Gives me the same vibes as the guy who has a headstone that looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card with 0 defense. Is that a thing? I'm gonna have to look into that. That's, again, that kind of just sounds badass, though. There's a lot of things that you hear about that, and I wish corporations would be more willing to let fans have their moments like that, because I've heard about things like I think Disney's one that like got super pissy about somebody trying to do like a memory gravestone thing. I think it was like Mickey or something, and Disney lost their shit. Like, I get the idea of protecting your IP, but also like when you've got fans that are that dedicated, you shouldn't put blockages in their way. That's the kind of shit you should be embracing every single time it comes up. I also seem to recall that there was something about like some sick dying kid and some other company that they were a fan of. I don't remember what it was or the IP, but like I think it might have been like Marvel or something. But them being like denied being able to use the character for some purpose or something. But like, again, that's the kind of shit companies should be applauding. I remember back in the day when fucking the Turok video games were coming out. I think Turok 2 was on its way, and maybe it was Evolution. It might have been Turok Evolution. And I think Acclaim was the company that was making them. And they were like, yo, if anybody names their kid Turok, we're going to be doing like a big giveaway of a bunch of dumb random shit or something. Like, companies were all in on that. Dedicate something about who you are as a person, and we will fucking ride or die with you. That's the way some of that shit should be. It just feels more right, in my opinion. Tomorrow is the start of a great adventure, Alex. Yes. Yes, it is. I have nothing more to say other than that. I'm going home, Alex. Don't stay out here too late. We won't be able to journey far if you catch a cold. And brush your teeth before you go to bed. Yes, I will. Dragon Master Dine had great teeth. You'd better not aspire to any less. Good. Yeah, we have stories about this man who is dead. But I just know he had fantastic teeth. Good night, Alex. Good night, Luna. Bye, Dad. Bye, Mom. I'll miss you, and I love you. Don't worry about Alex. I'll take good care of him. Yes, you will. Don't worry about us. We'll return soon. I'm not gonna walk up to you and press the A button. This is big fuck off energy. Hey, Alex. I was starting to worry about you. I hope the fog clears soon. What? No, that's right. Luna's coming along after all. That feels like that was clumsily written, but okay. Of course, Ramus. Someone has to keep you all out of trouble. That's no fun. Alright, Weird Woods, here we come. Next up, the port town of Saith. Okay, so we do go to Saith first, and then the city. Now that I think about it, I think I do recall there being like a, you disembark from a port town, and where you go into the town, you have to travel through all that. So I was just clearly not remembering the in-between. Commenting on a dead guy's teeth has some grave robber vibes. Exactly, how the fuck does she know? It's worse than yesterday, Alex. There's no way we can stumble through this stuff. We can't keep giving up and going home, Ramus. At least we have all day today. We have to figure something out. Don't get upset. No, there's something I'd like to try. What do you mean, Luna? What can you do? Well, have you ever thought about singing the fog away? Holy shit, Luna, you can control the weather! The fog just faded away! Your voice, Luna, it's magic. I can't believe I never realized when I would be getting beaten the fuck up from a white ape in a forest of a white dragon. When your songs just healed my wounds, it didn't cross my mind that your voice was magical. Luna? I don't know how I did that, Alex. I don't understand how I knew I could. I just felt it in my heart and my voice took over. But how? Luna? Come on, guys! Now that the fog's gone, we can get to Safe in no time. Don't ask questions, just ride the success. There's an opened chest. And living grass! Oh god, the bushes are attacking! Ramus is more of a gravy robber. Gotta have something to spice up the mashed potatoes. Alright, I also seem to recall, I think Ramus got poisoned there, but I think the status effect goes away in between. Alright, what do we have here with the Mud Man? Goblins, fair enough. We're over there like just chucking up just right on the battlefield, throwing up all over the enemies. Alright, a good bit of health upgrade. What the fuck is you? That's a Gorgon? I don't know. I seem to. For some reason, I have it in my mind that Medusa was just prettier than that. Like, I get it, her gaze turned people to stone, but like, people could know that she was female at least. Like, at the end of the day, you have at least that much going for her. People knew she was female without even being able to look directly at her. So, really, just how ugly was she? Obviously, the only reason people knew about her was because they were looking at her without looking at her face, if you catch my drift. Medusa literally trying to turn you to stone, being like, yo, my eyes are up here. Over here slaying goblins, but without the criminal behavior from the goblin raids. Yeah, we're gonna go with the word raids, not the other R word that YouTube really doesn't like. Alright, give me that treasure chest. I missed a bunch of the other ones, so I'm gonna get the ones that are in here, because I think they're fairly easy to grab. At least from what I recall. And for some reason, I thought there were wolves in here. Apparently not. I don't know why I thought there were wolves. But I am like putting wolves in the part of a scene that I thought was coming up earlier than it was. Maybe I'm just not far enough into the woods yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm really starting to feel it on my throat, though. And not in the way that my dialogue during these streams might potentially imply. If you're a fan of the Final Fantasy franchise, that fly trap really looks like a commonly used boss enemy. I can't think of its name right now, but if you know Final Fantasy, you know the monster I'm talking about. There's also a nasty knocking metronome sound going on. Hidden chest? But it's locked! How will we ever get in? There we go. What are you? Stay back! Get away from us! Oh god, there's more of them! There are too many of them. Alex, let's run for it! Holy shit, they're everywhere! We're surrounded! Alex, I'm young. I'm too young and promising to die. God, I love Ramus so much. I'm too young and beautiful to die here. Oh, looks like we have a bit of trouble here. Who are you? Where did you come from? And what the heck is going on? Perhaps this isn't the best time for an introduction. Do you kids want some help, or can you handle these critters by yourselves? Look, I spent way too much time, I almost said strapped into a dungeon, which has a whole different implication. Trapped in a dragon's cave. I want to give this a shot. Of course you do. I'll just stand here and enjoy the show then. Let's see what you got. I mean, honestly, yeah, I actually think I do have this. Do I have a symbol of heroism? I want to use this on myself. Actually, it's probably better if Luna does that. So, I will attack. I can use that still. Sweet. Let's start with dealing with something that can poison me. Then we're going to use that not on herself. I want to use that on Alex. Physically attack that just to make sure it's dead. Alright, off of that. Let's continue with this, and actually, probably more worth it. Cast Fortify. Probably worth it to heal Alex for now, and have Ramus pop the antidote on... Luna's probably going to catch the worst of it over time, especially since Alex is just getting healed. Alright, so off of that, I think I can start switching over to Goblin. I need to be careful with where my brain goes for the words I was going to say, let's go over to Goblin fucking, but you know, that's the wrong idea. Alright, I think after this, I'm good to just let it do the auto battle. I think I've cleared up the worst of it. Strap on and get ready for the ride. I say while also literally referring to Goblin fucking. Alright, might be in a pretty rough spot, might lose Luna here, but I think if she gets to heal herself, we're good. Absolutely. Awesome. Alright, look, we're not in great shape, but we did survive it all on our own. And that means we don't have to share the experience with clearly the man that could handle it solo. Alright, learn some new skills. New music. Alex, there are more of them, and we can't fight much longer. Okay, yeah, so I handled the first wave. Big Daddy Strongman, please help. How about now, kids? Can I offer you some assistance? I'm so bored, I can't stand it. Yeah, I could use the hand now. Ho, let's have a crack at these thugs then. Suppers are coming, and I need to work up an appetite. Alright, so none of us are level 99, 500 HP. God fucking damn, Lake. He just doesn't give a shit. He's just wiping out everyone. 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike, because fuck you. All right, well, you know, thank you. That was helpful. We did it. Who are you, mister? Or should I ask, what are you? You're a fucking machine! Ramus with that shock-absorbing belly.
Well, aren't you a hapless bunch?
Hapless? We did pretty good on the first wave.
Didn't you know that these woods were ridiculously dangerous for ordinary travelers?
I am no ordinary traveler.
On a field trip. What? An adventure, you say?
Okay, old man, my God, that's a little rough. What's so funny? The four of you are on an adventure. That's the best line I've heard in some time. Tell you what, I'll whip up a nice fire and some grub, and you can tell me all about this grand adventure that a couple of kids are going on. Don't worry, kids. The smoke from the herbs I'm burning will keep the monsters away. You're smarter than you look, mister. I'm impressed. So that's what Ian and I would look like after fusing. Well, at least we become a powerful old man. Thank you, I think. But I'm not smart. When you travel as much as I do, you just learn things along the way. Come on, kids. It's chilly. Let's get closer to the fire. I just realized I haven't even asked your names yet. You can call me Lake. Wow. Tripped up on my voice there. Lake. I'm Alex. This is my friend Ramus. Hello. I'm Null. And I'm Luna. We're traveling from the village of Berg. Thank you for finding us. Thank you for helping us defeat the monsters, Lake. You're quite kind. Luna. Is something wrong, Lake? Oh, nothing. That's just a name I've not heard in a long time. Your village is the birthplace of Dragon Master Dine, right? Yes, Dragon Master Dine is our hero. Well, he's my hero. I've dreamt of growing up to be just like him. So you're going to be a Dragon Master? I'd like to. Ramus is out there just fucking out. I mean, Luna just hit the floor too, but like, the man was like, y'all can fucking have your talks. I am sleeping with my money waiting to come to me. No dream is out of reach, Alex, no matter how impossible it might seem. And in order to accomplish your dreams, you need plenty of food and rest. So you're saying I can accomplish anything? Haha, indeed you can, Null. Alright, Alex, let's finish our food and get some sleep. We have to get up early while the monsters are still groggy. He has those green eyes. I wonder if... What the? Lake is gone. That was kind of rude for him to leave without saying goodbye. But anyone who laughs at my jokes is a good man. I hope we meet him again. He was a great swordsman. Much better than you, Alex. I think you've been slogging off in your practice. Yeah. Sorry about that. She has a point, Alex. We can't count on people to bail us out of trouble. Lake said we're close to the exit, right? After we get out of here, we head south to the port of Saith, where we set sail for Maribia and take our first step into the shining path of glory. Deep breaths, Ramus. All right. On our way through the last bit here. No! Get fucked! I want the chest first. Now we can fight. I love being able to have the battle speed up, though. Lake? I thought it was Cridgian. don't know. I actually don't hate that name. Three-way triple fusion. Go with the... Well, I guess it's not quite right to word it that way because I was going to say with you and your online persona, but it's not quite the right terminology to apply because your online persona is still just you, much like mine is. I think I was supposed to go south, I guess. Yeah, that looks a little more clear. Alright, here's the port town. Why does this guy look like some main character fucking energy? Welcome to the port city of Saith. Did you journey from Berg? Oh, I see. The fog has lifted from the woods. I'm so relieved to hear that. You're welcome to rest here as long as you like. Do you smell that? The whole town reeks of fish. I'm in heaven. And Null is our little guardian angel. So, Null being on the battlefield, again, I could only strongly reference the Game Boy Advance game because that's, again, the one that I'm most familiar with. If you bite the dust in the dungeon after a certain point of the game, or not in the dungeon, but in battle, after a certain point in the game, Null actually starts having in-battle effects. I think he buffs you if you're around, and if somebody falls, there's a chance that he can even revive them. So, like, Null does become, like, it's kind of luck-based as I recall. I don't remember if it had a timer or anything. But because of the luck factor, you could actually, like, completely flip a battle because of Null being in the field. So it's kind of cool in that sense, in my opinion at least. That he's not left worthless. Alright, yeah, we're not going to read about Dine because Alex just knows everything about the man. I seem to recall that there was a need that had to be met at the port. You don't just, like, go on the ride. Who are you? Beastmen and humans have lived together in relative harmony for years. It wasn't always this way. Okay, so she must be a beastman. That's like a horn on her head? I guess I never thought about it before. That's because you're the exception, Null? Yeah, I know that there are some big beastmen that we're going to run into, and I won't get into any spoilers because I was going to say something, and it would be incredibly dumb of me to do so. Especially because, like, the information I'd give would be fairly sizable in the moment, but also amount to nothing, but it would take away from the reveal of the game. God, where the hell is the port area? I think that's it down there. I think that's the pub. Hey, what are you kids doing here? My first few customers in hours and you're underage. I need something to bring in new patrons. Anything. Okay, but like we have sailors here. I lost all the money earned in my life. The man literally farts while talking to you, Voyage. Well, clearly the man is very comfortable about himself. Howdy, children. My name's Brett. I reckon I'm the best there is when it comes to gambling. I don't much care if I'm playing man, woman, or child. Long as they have money, I'll take it. But you didn't ask me to gamble with you. What is wrong with you? I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm speaking out of my ass here because I didn't do a lot of gambling in these games back in the day, but I wouldn't be surprised if when this game came out that you could gamble with this guy. But the problem is you're not allowed to gamble in a lot of these games anymore without changing the intended age rating anymore, so I wouldn't be surprised if they took it out if it was there. My store went bankrupt, my wallet was stolen, and I'm the unluckiest man in all of Saith. I'm sorry, sir. He's not talking to you, Luna. He's talking to his beer. God damn, I've been there! Oh, that's right, we can go to this thing and heal up. This looks more like the port area. All right, how do we get in here? You want to board the ship to Maribia? Sorry, kids, but that's completely out of the question. No, the ship's fine. It's kind of a long and embarrassing story. Talk to the captain in the back room for all the, sordid details. Is that you? Ahoy, mateys! I'm captain of the Hispaniola, bound for Maribia. The sea is tossing so hard that I need my sea chart to navigate it, but I seem to have been done gambled it away. That scurvy dog. He won't be so lucky next time. I'll have a rematch or his head, I tell ye. What's a sea chart? Some kind of really yummy fish? No, silly, it's a map of the ocean sailors use to avoid hazards. Got it. We know where to go for the gambling, boy. Removing the game corner was the worst thing about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Gen 4 of Pokemon had the best game corner. Is that the one where you had the, I think I've talked about this before in the Discord. Is that the one where you had Clefairy involved in the game corner gambling ring area? The casino? Because if so, I agree with you. That was always my favorite of the game corner mechanics. The only one where where short of getting like a lucky machine, it really felt like you could play and come out on top, but also it felt relatively fair enough on the time stopping and some additional mechanics to play with. Clefairy was on the top screen. Sometimes it would be a Ditto. Sometimes, yeah. So it is the one I'm thinking of, though. Yeah, the Clefairy pointing you to the big bucks. Howdy, children. My name's Brett. I reckon I'm the best. Yada 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 yada. So, fuck you. How about that? Just fuck you. If you won't let me talk to you. I probably didn't exhaust all of the dialogue. Let's try it again. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why I don't have my sea chart. Ask the Dock Master. But... You... Really? The captain was fooled into losing a sea chart in a card game with the infamous gambler Brett. The captain is a fine sailor, but the worst poker player in history. The man's... Oh, hold on. I miss child gambling in video games. Honestly, I kind of do too, but... Man, so here's the thing. I understand why, but I feel like as long as you keep it fair and less predatory, like you intentionally weight it in favor of the player and not the house, I can almost kind of see an implication of it in the context of a story, especially when they at least tell you, kids don't do it, you'll fuck up, as evidence in this town. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Where you have a captain that lost the ability to do his job, sailors that are drunk and like, I don't know, fucking shit in their pants in the bar. Like, it's very clear that they're telling you gambling is bad and that you will find this guy that's always going to be just a shitbag and take everything from you. So give that moral lesson, but also let the game open up for it. I remember a bunch of adults at an old friend's house were playing poker and betting pennies. They let me join in for the heck of it. I got 4 aces at one point. I immediately lost what I won. Never quit when you have a winning streak. A winning streak? You won. You won one game. But yeah, I don't know how legal it is, but I have certainly, when I was underage, been involved in a lot of the, walked in and allowed to the adult table for the partaking of the gambling process. I was always more partial to something like blackjack. It's just my preference. The game runs quick, and you can just rapid fire through it. And as long as you keep some track of what's going on at the table, you can kind of have a little bit of semi-decent influence on what you're doing. I'll be honest, though, I have gone to a couple of casinos, and playing digital blackjack sucks. Now, I have a port full of angry passengers, drunken sailors, and rotting cargo. Lovely. Brett, he's gloating at the bar. Alright, are we done? Okay, I think we're done now. I just wanted to exhaust his dialogue before I go talk to Brett, who tells me everything he's already told me anyways. Pardon? You want the sea chart? Gamble with me, and I reckon we can talk. How about it? I reckon we will. Alright, let's play for hundreds. 100 silver. We'll start with a real easy game, son. I toss a coin, you guess heads or tails. Call it. Heads. Sorry, son, it's tails. You lost 100 silver. How about another, son? Choose heads or tails. It's gonna be heads. So what we're seeing right here is, notice how the last coin was red and this one is green? He is using a two-sided coin that he is switching in between. With all due respect, boys, I reckon you're the worst gambler I ever seen. It's heads. Now give me my money. Hey, Alex. Did you look at the coin he's using? I mean, really look. What do you mean, Ramus? The coin he flips isn't the same as the coin he shows us. Brett is switching after the toss. What? Are you sure we should accuse the best gambler in town of cheating? Are you sure we should accuse the guy that everybody hates as possibly cheating? Oh no, that seems a little like a bit of a stretch there. Come on, Null, if anyone knows anything about money, it's me. Let's do it one more time. It'll be fun, I promise. You kids are back? Come on now, I don't want to win no more of your allowances, it just ain't right. We want to make things more interesting, Brett. We want to bet this. Ramus, you better be sure about what you're doing. We didn't come all the way to Saith to lose the Dragon Diamond on a coin flip. Holy goddess Athena, I reckon that's the purest rock I ever seen. You got yourself a bet, son. Ha! There, see? So Ramus's plan was to beat him up? It's genius! Put that coin down, boy! Why, Brett? So I don't notice that it has two heads? Or that you didn't even ask which one that we were gonna bet? Brett, you're nothing but a lying, cheating weasel. I knew the coin was fake when I heard it hit the table. A real coin makes a deeper clink. Oh dear, I've been caught by a child. If news of this were to travel, I'd be ruined. You naughty beastly boy. Well, I got my money back. I see your accent was as fraudulent as your coins. Don't you know that you can't con a con? I love that Ramus is just like, I am legitimately a con man too. Fuck you, man. Game over, Brett. Give us the sea chart. I'm afraid I don't have it. Please don't shove me again. I'm a small, weak, frail human being beaten by an equally small child. Please don't shove me again. I bruise quite easily and I'm a bleeder. You said we had to gamble for it. I said you had to gamble, but I never said I had the chart. You... I would be given much more colorful words, but alright. Well said, Null. I traded the sea chart to an old woman in the forest northwest of Saith. She gave me this. A fortune cane? Alright. Take it with you. Perhaps the woman will trade again for this cane, or something else? So yeah, the man has been scum from the very beginning. I should probably check for a new weapon. Let's see what we've got here. We can get a longsword, a small bow, go for some armor options. Honestly, we're probably a little over beefed on damage anyway, so why bother with the weapons? But okay, wait, did I already buy it now? Because I feel like I did something stupid there. Okay, I already have leather clothes. And I did buy some leather clothes, so I don't need more. But that's all I have from... Okay, so at least I understand what's going on now. So Alex can have armor. So can Ramus. Honestly, I think I really only worried about Luna. So I think that's all I'm going to buy. I'm going to save my money because big city buying is going to be expensive. Blackjack is my favorite of these games. I only play them in mobile apps, mind you, because I at least understand it. I still barely understand poker, to be honest. It can be a way of letting kids know that gambling sucks, just offer a better alternative than the actual gambling for the prizes. See Gen 1 Pokemon Game Corner for more details. I would agree with that, however, when you also have a prize that is like 9,999 coins, kind of a dick move. Also, I never understood why the price jump from one version to the other in Gen 1. I'm sure there's probably some like deep cut lore reason for it, but I just don't. My brain don't understand. Okay, so I'm not probably going to the forest from before because we kind of exhausted the travel through there. So maybe we wrap around and go the other way? That looks about right. Admittedly, I was guessing it was a rigged game before you said it. Stuff like this is often rigged in fiction. I mean, it's also rigged in real life. You get these stories for a reason. Ramus is throwing hands that young. He really is me. I think I said it earlier. Ramus unironically does have like him energy. And we'll get there. Like, you really do get to see some of it. Oh, sweet. I do have a, one of the abilities that I remember using well into the game. Where the fuck do you guys come from? All right, so I want to showcase this. So, the explosion staff is not what I remember it being called, but it's an attack that actually hits, like, there are going to be attacks that hit people in a line, and then there are going to be ones that hit people in other alternative ways. This one, as I recall, is a pillar-style attack. So one enemy, and then I don't know what easy references, but I think this one is a pillar attack. So if there are enemies that are top to bottom, you can hit many of them. And with this game, having them do a lot of the wandering and traversal in between combat cycles, you actually can end up setting up the field to make some skills just so good. Also, I don't know why it is, but it seemed like we're getting 2 attacks. Let me slow this down a bit. We really are getting 2 attacks, just like, what's his name from earlier? I don't know, Keith or whatever it was? I didn't pay attention to his name. Alright, run through the auto battle. No, it was like, It was like? It was like. Lake. I think it was Lake. Explosion staff, that's me at 2 a.m. Energy stroke. Look, we can call it a stroke if you want, but what the fuck is up with that fly? Hold up, that fly was just vibing. Almost feel bad about that one. Alright, so I open the chest and more enemies show up. Got it, don't open chests. Well, these guys are done fucked up. A killer sting. It's a bee drill!
La 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 la.
Alright, there we go. I swear, like, not all of these treasure chests are shit. Yep, they're all shit. Alright, fine. I'll back out. I'm not even gonna go further in to try to find any more. I mean, honestly, it's not like we're getting bad experience. The experience is pretty good, actually. Who would have thought, like, fighting flies was gonna be worth so much experience? And money. I am unironically making a shitload of money. I got 4,500 bucks. God damn. What is this supposed to be? Some kind of booby trap? Well, it's an animal trap. I can't imagine a creature dumb enough to stumble under this thing. Oh, please tell me that I'm just not remembering a moment in which Null falls for exactly that.
Hey! Hey there! Get me out of this thing!
Oh shit, hold on, we do have somebody dumb enough to fall for it. And I think I know who it is. Do I? Hello, who's in there? What exactly are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing, peasant? I order you to release me from this contraption immediately. So, if this is who I think it is, there are clear story differences between this version and the one that I remember from the Game Boy Advance. Because I remember this character kind of showing up as a spectacle character from the city to your little rundown town of Berg. That's what I remember, but I could also be very wrong. He sounds pretty rude, Alex. What are we gonna do? I say we leave him here. He isn't hurt, and I'm sure he'll get out of this thing eventually. Well, I'm tempted to agree. I think we should help him. Blake didn't desert us when we needed his help. I suppose you're right. It is absolutely who I thought it was. By the way, this character is kind of, like, actually good too, so, like...
Hey there, peasants. My name's Nash. I'm a rank 3 apprentice from the Magic Guild in Vane, renowned for its rich history and tradition. The area around the Sea Hag's house can be a little tricky to navigate, so be sure to watch your step around here, okay?
Says the man who fell for the trap. What are you saying? You're the one who was trapped, pal, not us. And would it kill you to let a thanks pass your lips? Who, me? I'm in the 3rd rank of the Magic Guild, and the best magician in my age group. I'm also apprentice to the powerful sage Galion. How dare you say I was trapped when I was just, when I was investigating how this silly device was made. That is why I hate leaving city. That is why I hate leaving the city. You country folk don't have any manners. You've been yelling at us since we got you out of that trap, and we don't have any manners? Hello, Nash. My name is Luna. We are all travelers from the village of Berg. These are my friends, Alex, Ramus, and Null. Are you also going to visit the old woman? You should join us. It would be much safer for us to travel together. Go with you? Oh, God, and mingle with the lower class? Ugh. Well, protecting beautiful women and simpletons is the duty of every guild member. Alright, I will travel you to the hag's house. I just hope you all appreciate the exceedingly kind gesture. Oh, God, I think I have a headache. I think Nash is a headache. You said you were from Berg Village, didn't you? I've heard that a girl with a wondrous singing voice lives there. Do you know of her? One moment, guys. Sorry about that. I know Luna is really good, but I don't know about wondrous. You're the singing princess of Berg? I would love to hear you sometime, Luna. Well, maybe if you were less of an insufferable prick. Well, alright. Alright, I'll hold you to that. Now, let's go have a few words with this old bag. Who put you in charge, Buster? Alex, this guy bugs me. A lot. It does look almost exactly like Beedrill. Pokemon is really giving Pale World shit for what they did in 96. I know the lawsuit isn't about designs, but you get it. Yeah, no, Pokemon is trying to put a stranglehold on shit, and they're kind of fucked up for that. These poor chickens are food for someone. Well, maybe not the chickens themselves yet. I mean, they're kind of seemingly allowed to wander around a fair bit. On the pricking of my thumb, something tasty this way. Hello, children. Don't you look delightful? What is your business with me? You want the sea chart? Well, since I assume you won't part with your tasty little pet there, will you trade me the water cane? What? I was given this cane by Gillian when I left Vane. I'm not about to exchange it with a warty old hag for a crumbly old map. We need that sea chart. Alex, what do? I say we take Nash out back and beat the shit out of him and take his cane. Would you like me to ask him, Alex? Seems Nash to be, Oh, jeez. Nash seems to be fond of me. No way, Luna. The only thing this egomaniac understands is tough talk. No! Let Ramus do it. You're obliged to help us, Nash. We helped you escape that trap in the woods when you were screaming like a little girl. And now you'll help us get to Maribia by giving up that silly little cane of yours. See what I'm saying? What are you talking about? I was merely inspecting that trap. I wasn't caught in it. It's moments like this that remind me why I detest you backwood inbreds. Nice negotiating, Ramus. Now, what are we gonna do? I return to beating his shit in. A trade goes both ways, kids. Hand over the water cane and I'll give you the sea chart. Try again, Ramus. Beat the fuck out of him. Alright. Nash, without the sea chart, we can't sail to Maribia. And we desperately need to go. I'm begging you, please, will you trade your cane with the old woman? Hey, Nash, need help picking your jaw off the floor? Well, Luna, there's no way I can turn down a woman as lovely as you. Here you go. Nash is a rich simp. Inspecting traps. Okay, Fred Jones. So, when do we fight the old lady? Because I'm not necessarily sure I like the idea of things here are just... I mean, and that looks like a blood stain. Is she eating cats? There's a frog in there. Or a snake. Or both. I don't feel so good. Healing herbs, magician's desk reference. Tongue of frog. It's not just for breakfast. Oh, cats the I think that's enough reading for one day. Yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah. Get me the hell out of here. She really is just catching whatever the hell she can and eating it. She's eating the cats, quote Donald Trump. Alright, no, I'm not opening that chest. I'm not opening that chest. Get the fuck out of here. Leave me alone. Fuck you, flies. I learned my lesson before. Do not open the chests in the forest with the old lady. Do not open old lady's chests. Got it. Oh, that hurt to say. I wonder what's going on. Everyone looks so busy. I bet they're just trying to finish up their work before dinner. That reminds me, when do we eat? Look, this would be a time that, like, you could justify making a fat joke, but also, we did, like, have dinner the night before, and we haven't eaten fucking anything, and we've already had a whole fucking day of work. But me ship's been devoured by a wretched beast from the hellish depths. It must have been all the fish sitting in me cargo that attracted it. I am not going to bother with that, especially for a character that's not going to be here very long, and this far into a stream where my throat is already feeling like sandpaper. Did you say fish? Alex, we have to help this guy. You offering to slay the monster for me? I'm going to start with it's too dangerous just because I want to make sure to save, because I haven't yet. Also, what is the group dynamic? Yeah, we're not quite fully topped off. So let me go pray at the statue of the pretty lady, which heals us up. There we go. Alright, now we'll fight your sea monster. Well, we'll save all your fish, sir, won't we, Alex? Of course we will. It is the sworn duty of the guild to protect and serve the public. I'll simply use thunder magic to electrocute the pathetic beast. Ah, bless you, kids. Walk this way to me ship, and watch your step. Definitely don't open old ladies' chests. Jesus hates figs for a reason. Run while you still can, Captain! Is that a slime with a fish on the inside? Captain, we all tried to attack the monster, but it was no use. He just ate all of our weapons. I let the deckhands retreat until we figured out what to do. What are we gonna do, Captain? Oh, man. Captain, the monster's eating right through the hole. Let's get out of here before it starts to look for dessert. Or, you know, we do have supposedly a badass mage. Let's put him to work. Captain, please don't think any less of me for saying this, but run away! Well, my crew's a blasted bunch of lily-livered scallywags. To think I let those scurvy dogs sail with me. You kids aren't afraid, though, and that's why I'm gonna let you handle the monster on your own. He says as he runs off exactly as they did. So it's basically a hagfish. Wait. That sounds familiar. That's a real thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is a real thing. Although, that looks far more nightmarish than I expected. I was going to say, though, like, you said that and it did sound familiar. This is what has everyone running scared? Alex, it's a giant blue booger. Well, oh God, let's not start, let's leave, different words, no, please. Well, I guess that's equally as nightmarish to what I was looking at online, so fair enough. Alright, let's hit it with some elemental damage. And actually, I think this would be a good time to use the fortification. I don't think Ramus can do a whole lot to it, but we're going to find out. And we've got the thunder attack. It literally has an attack called Mucus. Lovely. Alright, and then onto the other mage. So we do 88 damage. Our mage can't do fucking anything because he's trapped like a bitch. Okay, that defense buff is kind of huge, though. Okay, and do not physically hit it. Got it. But this is why doing things with the auto battle might not be the most productive. That was Cascade. That wasn't the... Was that the spell I thought it was? Alright, keep that. Okay, so that is the Fortify one, Cascade. I mean, Luna's low, but Luna's all, like, default pretty low. Alright, probably should heal anyways. Let's do the heal all because everybody else is kind of wounded. And defend. Nash, you've got to break out of there eventually, right? Like, you're not just stuck for good. I don't think any of that is going to be any particular great help. Alright, so I can't hit it with melee, so we're going to defend. I wonder if I can hypnotize this thing. Everybody else has to defend, though.
Check this out.
Good that he's finally out. Defend. Gonna keep trying to put it to sleep because we're not really hurt enough yet.
Check this out.
Alright, well that's not the worst scenario to be in. Do I have anything to heal magic? I really don't, which really sucks. There we go. Okay, but it's healing off of that, maybe not off of us attacking, so let me try that again. Watch me be incredibly dumb here.
Check this out.
Okay, no, we can still swing at it. Fair enough. That's not a problem then. I was gonna say, because it's gonna be really weird when Nash runs out of magic and the thing's still not dead. Alright, gonna go back to the heal everyone. And just keep the cycle going now.
Check this out.
It's a slow going process, but we are technically making headway.
Check this out.
Because not every turn it does an attack that results in it healing.
Check this out. Check this out.
Although it's definitely doing that right now. I guess we'll just go all out on that. Yeah, if we are not able to make the progress here, though, this is going to be a rough one. Alright, I think I'm possibly willing to take the loss here just so that I can reload, buy some new weapons, because it seems like probably I need to up my damage output. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Thank you for that and all, but I was kind of hoping for the go down.
Come on, get back on your feet.
No, you are really making this go a little longer than it needs to. Although it would have been hilarious if Luna had managed to get like the actual final shot. Anyways, now that I know some differences of what I need to go into, I am going to stock up on some. I mean, I've got the money for it. I just didn't think I was going to run into a wall of a healing boss. Alright, so he's got that. Alright, buy 2 of those. And I don't need to worry about anything else, right? Yeah, okay, that's everybody. Alright. He's already taken care of. God, the menu is so wonky and weird. Alright, oh wow. That actually really ups her attack. Can the other guy wield that at all? He is literally without a weapon, so that's going to make a big difference. Okay. Alright, give him the bow. Give her a bow. And I really think that's everything I need to worry about. Yep. Alright. Weapons are swapped up. Because, yeah, the only issue... Oh, come on. Alright, hold on. There we go. Just had to not be button mashing. I'm trying to get through the story a bit here. Hagfish are known for being insanely slimy. Look up hagfish truck slime oh, God. Alright, check this out. Mech Knight Avram. Alright, hold up. What is this? I'm gonna let the story run through here. Hagfish truck slime spill. Oh my god. The entire vehicle has been bukkakied. What the ever-loving fuck is that? The whole road! God, that is a wild porn outcome right there. Alright, there we go. So, in the correction to this, continue with the explosion. We don't have anything that beefs attack, do we? Alright, I think Fortify also increased the attack, so let's actually choose our damage dealers for that instead.
Check this out.
Alright, 66, 110, holy shit! And Alex wasn't even buffed! Alright, let's go right for that. Buff Alex. Get in there with that damage.
Check this out. Yeah. Check this out. Yeah.
I mean, that is certainly making a difference there. Alright, we're gonna continue with that, but I think now she has to heal up people.
Check this out. Yeah.
I definitely think that made a bit of a difference on the damage output. Just saying. Alright, she should probably buff herself too. I mean, might as well. Everybody else is still wailing pretty hard. Really only need to heal Ramus.
Check this out. Check this out.
Alright, so now we just kind of continue the cycle and eventually... I can't imagine this thing is going to hold out too much longer, even with all of its healing.
Check this out. Check this out.
Alright, Ramus is in a rough spot, but okay, that... Yeah, I literally just had to buy some new gear, and that gave me over the damage heal ratio wall there. You kids did it! You slayed the beast and saved me ship. Would you be kind enough to hand over the map? As long as you're kind enough to actually take us to this city, because I want to get to the area where we meet Best Girl. I'll never let this lovely rag go out of my grasp again. You're headed for Maribia, aren't you? I insist that you sail there with me on the Hispaniola, free of charge. Really? You do that for us? Of course! Without you... Oh, man. Without what you did, I wouldn't have a ship to sail. Whatever I can do to help you, I will. It'll take me crew a while to fix the damage, but they'll be done by the morning. I'll make sure of that. These buggers are lucky to have jobs after that cowardly display. Get some rest at the dockhouse. I'll have the crew roust you at daybreak. Didn't you hear me? Get to work. And the first one of you that ran away gets to swab the slime off of the deck. The first one of you that ran away gets to swab the God, that is bad on my throat. It gets to swab the slime off of me deck. Oh, you get to wipe the cum off of my chest. I can't with the voice. God, that's bad. God, it hurts so much. Tomorrow, Alex, tomorrow, we're gonna be in the biggest city in the world. What do you think it's like? Will the people be friendly? Will they have good fish? You know what's the best part of this, Alex? My dad wouldn't believe it if he saw it. I'm just happy to be leaving this hillbilly haven behind. Oh man, I missed that dialogue line. Sorry about that. I also need people who listen to me when I'm speaking. You know, I exactly skipped the right dialogue line. Let's go get some rest, Alex. And a snack, too. Fighting that monster made me hungry. Good idea, Ramus. It's a really bad idea to go the entire day without eating literally anything, after all. Luna, are you okay? I'm sorry. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up. Yeah, she's just gonna go off screen and sing for a bit. Alex, something's up with Luna. You saw that look on her face. Let's talk to her and find out what's wrong. Sorry about that. Luna? Alex? I'm not going to Maribia with you, Alex. I'm staying here. Luna, I don't understand. Everything you've talked about, everything you've dreamed of since you were a boy. It's come true, Alex. You're on a great adventure, just like Dine. I always told you that I believed in you. But deep in my heart, I'm not certain I really did. Why else would I be so surprised at what's happening to us, Alex? It's just so unbelievable. You've grown so strong, Alex. Strong enough to venture into the unknown, with nothing but confidence in yourself and your friends. Luna? If I couldn't put all my faith and my trust in you, how can you put yours in me? All I would be on this trip is... I'll be honest, I am getting like some weird Vertigo vibes from the water. Went to grab a snack from the kitchen and heard you talking about things being bad on your throat. I guess I missed the face banging party. You literally missed the joke about the because it's very on point to exactly what you said. The captain trying to get his men to wipe the slime off of his deck, or the slime off of his dick and his chest. It was a gay sailor joke. Oh, man. All I would be on this trip is a burden, Alex. I know you won't admit that, even to yourself, but somewhere deep down, you know it's true. I'm sorry, but this party needs a healer, goddammit! It's not true! But Luna, I've made up my mind, Alex. I'll watch you set sail in the morning, and then I'll return to Berg. I'll wait for you there, Alex. I'll always wait for you. Good night, Alex. Luna. Are you sure you're gonna stay here, Luna? Yes, no. I'm worried about Alex's parents. I have to head back and let them know you two are doing fine. I'll miss you, Luna. No, you have to take care of Alex for me, alright? He's a terrible human being as far as trying to care for himself, and he needs somebody to make sure he brushes his goddamn teeth and keeps those fuckers in good health! Oh. No problem, Luna. If we get into trouble, I'll just talk us out of it. You know, my skill set. Take care of yourself, Alex. Don't do anything too dangerous. Don't sleep with your feet sticking out from under the covers. You'll catch cold. Don't forget to eat an orange or two on the ship. And don't forget about me. Luna. Raise the sails. Take care, Luna. Remember to tell my dad that I'm not coming back until I've made my first $1,000,000. Farewell, Luna. I'm confident we'll see each other again. Bye, Luna. So long. See ya. Why don't I remember Luna leaving? This is new to me. I'll miss you, Alex. Goodbye. Goodbye. He's got to speak up, right? Like, that's why we have the delay here. No? Seriously?
Luna, you have to come with
Okay,
us.
there we go.
What?
Luna, all the exciting adventures in the world mean nothing if you're not with us. This isn't just my adventure, Luna. It's ours.
Oh, Alex. What if...
There's no time to
The
think about
voices
it.
are
Hurry.
so much better than what I'm doing while trying to, it's like, fall over and die from my throat.
It's all so exciting. That was close. You almost didn't make it, Luna.
Now our real adventure can finally begin.
And you'll be right here with us, where you belong. Oh, Alex, I don't know about this. Well, it's too fucking late now. The dock's back that way. What's wrong, Luna? Your face is all red. I'm just trying to catch my breath, that's all. I knew you would come with us, Luna. I had faith in you. Oh, Alex. Just gotta have the moment. Ugh. Alex, I don't know about you, but I'm getting chilly out here. Want to head below? Well, I was going to talk to our party members, but none of them are up here, so fine. Why does she look like a dancer? Yes, we're finally headed to Maribia. One more day and I wouldn't have had a job when I got there. Now I'm totally set, and I hear the guys in Maribia are the cutest in the entire continent. Who cares about the guys? Tell me about the fish. Well, I think I might have been right that she might be a dancer or something else. All right, what's our group up here doing? Alex, I don't think I've ever been so happy. We're on a fantastic adventure, and we're gonna be filthy, stinking rich. Oh, man. See? If I'd listened to my dad and stayed home, none of this would have happened. Fuck off, old man! Get the fuck out of here! Before you sell the diamond that Ramus keeps rambling about, I think you should meet with Master Mel. Mel sounds familiar. As well he should! Mel is one of the 4 heroes and the governor of Maribia. He is a very friendly person. He might even be able to put up with your attitude. Yeah, our attitude is the problem. Well, there's the captain. Good to see you. Let me thank you again for yesterday. I'm still busting my crew's chops over the way they ran away like a bunch of girlies. And by that, I mean I am making them all women. You understand, right? And I couldn't bump any of me paying customers after all them bloomin' repair costs. I needed the money. I accidentally skipped a dialogue line, and so I am now making my statement canon for the captain. Well, damn! Can I talk to you? Alex has grown up so much since we left from Berg. When we left, he was just a boy. And on the outside, he still is. But he's changed somehow inside. Is this what puberty is like? This is all happening so suddenly, I wish I could understand these feelings. What's the matter, Luna? You look awful. Do you have to hurl on deck? I do feel seasick, Null, now that you mention it. I think I'm going to lie down before I get any worse. Besides, I want to be ready when we arrived at Maribia. I can't wait, and I still can't believe we're really doing this. Just trying to catch my breath. That is indeed what... Well, hold on, Rigid. We are on the ship with the captain, who clearly has, homoerotic tendencies. So maybe that is, in fact, what he said. Luna? She's out singing again, isn't she? What? Hey, where's Luna? Alex, where'd she go? Let's go find her, Alex. There are only so many places on the ship she can be. I'm calling it right now. She is up above deck, looking at the moon. Was this not up above deck? Also, how do I open these chests? These clearly have important things, and I am the hero of this adventure. I should have these nice things. The captain is Mr. Krabs. I thought he was the janitor of the SS Diarrhea. What the hell is she doing all the way up in the crow's nest? Luna? That's kind of pretty, though. I am really glad to finally get to see all of these animation works for it. This one is really pretty, by the way. I hope it is capturing well. Because the lighting actually is a pretty good bit here. Oh shit, we got a musical number. I hope this isn't copyrighted, and I'm going to mute myself for the rest of it.
Dreams fade to nothing when the horizon darkens most. We all need to believe there
So yeah, that was actually like pretty enjoyable. I can almost imagine Disney trying to copyright claim the song and pretend like they made it. You know, there is a part of me that truly believes Disney could be egotistical enough to actually try something. They wouldn't, but like it says a lot about the company that it's also just like, but if they did, I wouldn't even be surprised. Hey, Luna, what are you? Shut the fuck up! Just get over here! The fuck down here! We're leaving her alone! Let the lady have her moment. Alex, Null, how long are you two going to sleep? We're only a few miles away from Maribia. It's time to wake up and get some sunshine. If we haven't docked, I can keep sleeping, woman! Luna, I hope your nose is a... your nose is a snooze button, because I'm about to jab it. God damn, Null is just fucking Spitfire. Oh, Null, quit your moaning and get up, you stumblebutt? I sure am glad you woke up, Luna. I was having a nightmare about a bunch of girls hand feeding me fish. Oh my god. Excuse me for thinking you wanted to wake up sometime this year. Whoa, that was weird. I just kind of like just kept drifting off to the right there. Go ahead and stand on the bow. You should be able to see Maribia. Okay, can do, thank you. Oh, are we gonna have our Titanic moment? Wow. It's even more magnificent than I imagined, Alex.
Look, Alex! Look at all the ships! And a huge town! Maribia is even more splendid than I imagined.
That is some nasty piss water. I mean, that looks a lot better. Alright, let's see how much of this town I either A, remember, or B, is just not what it was on the Game Boy Advance. We'll find out. Well, it's been fun, but I have some business to attend to. I'll be in Maribia for a while. If you need to find me, I'm usually speaking to my fellow mages on Black Rose Street. So long then, losers. Disney lawyer. This sounds like a Disney princess song, therefore it's ours. Lawyer, that's absurd. Disney executive hands him a bag of cash. I mean, everything checks out. At last, we're finally in Maribia. I'm gonna find a shop and sell the diamond. See you later. We're gonna be rich, Alex. Filthy, stinking rich. I think I'm almost as excited as he is. Come on, Alex, let's look around. One of the 4 heroes, Master Mel, lives in the city. You want to see him, don't you, Alex? Definitely. Well, that looks about right. Alright, that looks like a weapons shop there. Welcome to my shop. Many rare weapons can be found here. What can I do for you? I want to really just kit myself out fully. Well, I guess you don't have armor. Okay, yeah, that's only weapons. Maybe there is like a specific armor shop. I don't recall there being one, but could be. Alright, you've got a bunch of basic things here, but do any of these restore magic? They do not. Alright, and if I recall correctly, I think this would be the shop. Okay, but this is the armor shop. All right. 40, 42. Honestly, I've got the money for this stuff. Give me one moment. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. I am back. All right, let's see if I can't just completely hit out Alex. So there's the helmet. There's the big fuck off shield. Big fuck off armor. All right, Alex is pretty much where he needs to be. Here we go for her. Alright, and then for her, it's just being able to buy the headband. Fine. Man, I literally just bought everything I could, and I've still got more than $2 grand. Alright, I think this is the shop? Yes, it is. So it's funny, like, I just walked in, and I'm like, this is exactly the layout I remember. Welcome to my store. Whether you're looking for glass beads or stunning diamonds, you'll find them here. Hello there, young man. Are you shopping for a present for a lady friend? Of course you are. A handsome lad like you must have plenty of ladies. So tell me what kind of budget you're on, and I'll tell you why you need to increase it. We didn't come here to shop. We came here to sell you our dragon diamond. Luna, you look pale again. Are you sure you feel okay? This is quite the late stream. I'm not used to you being this locked in. Yeah, I was actually realizing that when I was stepping away to use the restroom, but it's I'm probably going to be wrapping it up here relatively soon, but again, I am oh my god. As much as it hurts, I am enjoying my trip down memory lane. I'm fine, Null, just nervous about how much we'll get for the diamond, that's all. Hey Alex, I'm talking to this guy about buying the diamond. He's trying to lowball us on the price, but don't worry. If I can negotiate with Quark, I can negotiate with anybody. Why don't you go visit Master Mel while I close the deal? And don't forget about Nash on Black Rose Street. Alright, so we do have the introduction of Mel, which is a really, really fun guy, and I think that is going to be a good point to pick up with next time. I seem to recall the thing with Nash is kind of a big deal, and I kind of hope we get some more animated bits with both of them. But I am going to wrap it up here, so thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be doing another good-sized stream Monday. But yeah, I am going to have to wrap it up here. I do have to work in the morning, and I was not aware of just how late it was getting. So, thanks so much, everybody, for stopping in. I hope to see you next time. Have a good one, and as always, bye-bye.